I'm in Europe right now, and a lot of people here, like we obviously we know about high school basketball, but a lot of people here don't really understand the prep scene and
Yeah.
just what that's about. So could you take us into that? Yeah,
Yes. Me growing up, it was something new for me as well, which is my coach kind of explained how people kind of well, at least for basketball, you can go to prep school for different reasons, and for my reason was um to go there to my grades were pretty good, but there were certain tests that you have to have like a certain score to be able to get into certain schools.
yeah,
So mine was I'm going here to have another year of basically another year of high school where I can get bigger, stronger, faster, and then also to work on getting a better score on that test. And
yeah,
so, but people can go and people go to prep school to there's a thing called a reclass, whereas basically you stay back a year, and so it just helps.
yeah,
It gives you an extra year to, like I said, to get bigger, stronger, faster, develop into your body, and things like that. So that's what I ended up doing after graduating my regular high school, doing my 4 years of high school.
yeah,
I ended up doing the post grad and going into that summer before going to my postgraduate, I played AAU again. And so that summer I was able to, I think it was like the last tournament. I ended up playing really well, and Florida Southern offered me, and but to get into the school, I needed to have that higher score in that test because they
yeah,
were a private school. So I went to prep school, got the high score that I needed, and I got a couple other offers, a couple D1 interests as well, and I think I had one or two D1 offers as well. But after I went on my visit to Florida Southern, it was just like it was just meant to be. Like I felt like it was my home.
yeah.
So I decided to commit over there.
Hey, that's dope, bro. Hey, but
Appreciate
going back a little bit, my bad, but
it. You good?
right now I feel like kids coming out of high school are kind of abusing the reclass.
Yeah, yeah.
But like for you back then, what did you feel was like the biggest difference coming out of your senior year to then at the end of your prep school year?
First off, the competition I was around. So our my prep school we had two teams, um, and so it was like 30 of us. I think there was like
Yeah,
30 kids, um, and we had guys coming from overseas. I remember I had my guy. His name is Getty. He's from London,
yeah,
England, and he was one of the roommates in the building, and one of my teammates. And we got really close. So I was able to play against all different talents around the world, around this country, and the competition. There was a whole bunch of high major guys. I was able to be playing just playing against them in practice every day, but then also now all the high major coaches are coming to our practices every day. So now it's an opportunity for them to come see me, just to get that exposure. And so for me, it was huge because I'm coming from a place in high school where I'm player of the year. I'm dominating at this level. And then I go to prep school and I'm not the player. I'm not the best dude here. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like a shock, not a shock, but I guess it is a shock. You call it, like, you have to adapt to your area, and now you're playing against other better people, which is only going to make you better. And so that was preparing me for the college scene. Obviously, I was had another year of growth, development to my body. We're lifting, we're conditioning, we're practicing twice a day. It was like I was in college already. I'm sleeping at the dorm. I'm sleeping on campus, so this is my first time away from home. So it's basically allowing me to adjust, um, as if I'm at college already, but I'm not. You know what I mean? So that when I go
yeah,
to college, it's already like I'm not. This is not my first time. So there's multiple things that it helped with, and yeah. So I had a great experience there, great coaches, great teammates, and it just allowed me to just develop. And so I'm going into
yeah,
my freshman year instead of 17, 18. I'm 19, almost 20 years old, going into my freshman year. And now, as you can see now with the portal, these coaches are,
Yeah,
grabbing a lot of the older guys. So I was already an older guy coming into high school. So it just everything kind of was in my favor doing that.
yeah. Would you say like coming out of high school, averaging almost 20 points and being player of the year and all those stuff, like you coming from your high school where you're that guy to going to a prep school where obviously the competition is higher, what would
Yeah.
you say was your like initial thought when you got on campus or like after the first practice?
Um, I was like, yeah, this gonna be a challenge. Like, what I mean? But I'm a competitor. And some days they were harder than others. Some days I was frustrated. Some days I'm like, like, I gotta figure it out. Because at the end of the day, my goal was to get a scholarship, to play college ball, and to make it, to be a professional. So
Yeah,
um, this was only helping me. I knew that it was a challenge, but you got to go through times of adversity to be what you want to be in life, no matter if it's
of course,
basketball
of
or
course.
if it's a 9 to 5, whatever it is. If you want to,
Yeah,
whatever your dream is, you got to go through some type of adversity to have some growth. And so I knew that I had people around me that was telling me to stick with it and just always control what you can control, and that's my biggest thing. I was never the highest ranked player. I was never the tallest or the most athletic or the fastest or whatever, but I hang my hat on being able to do the things that other people didn't want to do, which was sacrifice, work hard, 2, 3 workouts a day, going hard at all times, fighting through adversity, fighting through pain, fighting through injuries, whatever it may be. You know what I mean? Put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this. So it's like I
yeah,
knew it was gonna have to pay off at some time. You feel me? So
of course,
that was kind of just my mindset. Like, all right, I'm with the big dogs now. So it's like this is what I've been asking for. Now I gotta, you feel me, prove it. And so it was a battle every day, which I loved. I love to compete. Um,
of course.
it was cool. It was cool. It was good. It was a good time.